Developmental networks are used to regulate the expression of specific traits on cells. With this specific network, S arrow P arrow I, T bar K, T bar E, arrow spike, regulating spikes on an ectoderm. Now, as this will facilitate spikes on the ectoderm. S will facilitate P, which will then facilitate I, which would then go on to inhibit K, preventing it from inhibiting E, so E will then go on to facilitate spikes. That's the typical case with this pathway. That's a normal case. However, maybe we won't see spikes on an ectoderm. There are two reasons why. First off, we don't want spikes on an ectoderm. Maybe we don't want spikes on our spinal cord. That would be horrendous. We would not want that. So this pathway is altered to prevent that from happening. Another case, variable expression. Epigenetics and the environment can change this by altering it, where intentionally there were supposed to be spikes, maybe there aren't from extraneous factors. Now, these extraneous factors could include mutation as well. And we're going to take a look at a P mutant, an I mutant, and an I and E double mutant, and an S and K double mutant. So let's take a peek at that. So in the case of a P mutant in this network, S was facilitate P. P, being mutant, non-functional, can't facilitate I. It just gets caught lying there. I then can't inhibit K. K would then go to inhibit E, which prevent spike being facilitated. So no spikes for P. I mutant, S facilitates P. P facilitates I. I is non-functional. It cannot go to inhibit K. So K then goes on to inhibit E, which inhibits spike production. Now, in the case of I and E double mutant, everything plays out the same, except that perhaps if K was inhibited and it didn't inhibit E, E would then go on to facilitate spikes, but in this case, E is also non-functional. So E can't go on to facilitate spikes even if it wasn't inhibited. So no spikes in that double mutant. And an S and K double mutant, S is non-functional. It cannot facilitate P, which can't facilitate I, or K would then go on to inhibit E normally, but it is non-functional. It's a mutant. It can't inhibit E, so E then goes on to facilitate spike production in the ectoderm.